preacher's kid, been dabbling in the sin in life.
All right, guys. It's Life and Times, guys. Look, man, we're here with a very, very special guy. You know, this should have happened probably way earlier than it's happening now. But it's all that matters that it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Guys, this is a very, very good artist, man. Like, this is a very versatile person. You know what I'm saying? He's doing a lot other than just music. You know what I'm saying? But we'll just get right into it. Let's just get right into it. Who are we here with today?
It's Wilson.
Just Wilson?
Yeah, man. It's just Wilson, man. Rapper, model.
Extraordinaire. Enterprise.
Do a little bit of everything. Do a little DJing too in my spare
I feel
time.
like niggas that got hair like that do mad different shit. They don't just do one thing.
It's the city. It's these big cities, man. You from LA, you from New York, Chicago. You gotta do a couple of different things to make some money. So.
Hey, man, you know, it's like that. But I mean, you gotta have a different type. You know what I mean? You gotta like dip your toe in mad shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Just to stay motivated your damn self. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I mean, because trust me, things can get very mundane very quickly in these big
fast.
cities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But look, man, let's jump right into it. Let's get to it, man. Where are you from? Let's hear that part. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from South Central Los Angeles. You know, for anybody more familiar with it, I'm like from like the Hundreds area. Mm-hmm. So you know. Went to like Washington High School, so yeah, I'm like a real South Central baby.
He's a real South Central baby for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. No, so I mean, and just you know, we'll briefly touch on that too. Like, so what was your childhood upbringing like, especially in those type of areas?
To be honest, man, I'm not even gonna front on you. Like my moms didn't like play that shit, so I really wasn't like. Only time I was running the streets was be like with my cousins and shit, like. Go over my cousin's house. My mom thinking we, you know, doing like regular kid shit, and we really like running the streets, doing stupid shit we ain't supposed to. But for the most part, man, I come from like a good home. My mom's a single parent house. Like my mom's did everything she could for me. I'm the youngest of 4. I got 3 sisters, so like. I don't even want to give you the facade that I was like, oh, I grew up super rough. You know, mom's held it down, even though I was getting into shit I had no business getting into. But I felt bumping my head, but I feel like that's like typical kid shit.
Typical kid shit. Yeah, you got to. Ain't nobody alive ain't done nothing wrong.
You feel
like,
me?
You know what I'm saying? Especially as a kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And then just as far as I was growing up, like the music influences and things like that was going. How did you kind of get into what you're doing?
So I grew up in the church for the most part. My mom and all 3 of my sisters was in like the choir. They all like super like
singy.
Singy. So like I really got into music because my oldest sister, she was super into rap. So my oldest sister and like one of my older cousins that was in the rap. So when I would go to my cousin's house, he would have like Wu-Tang, like Redman, like Muddy Waters, Method Man, shit like that. You feel me? Ghostface Killer. And then,
all the East Coast guys.
Yeah, for sure. My older cousin was like super into all East Coast rap, Wu-Tang for sure. And my sister, like, she put me on the more like the mainstream, just dirty music, like shit I would have to like sneak and go listen to, like Doggy Style and like Eminem show and shit like that. No, for real. I remember a time specifically. So in my old house that I grew up in, me and my mom's bedroom was like towards the front, and then like if you go to the back through the kitchen, my sister's room was back there. So like I would like turn the radio up real low, throw like Eminem in there because it was a time Eminem was my favorite rapper. Turn it down,
which
real
isn't
low.
wrong though.
Yeah.
Don't let niggas shame you for that, because back in the day, it was serious. It was serious.
I go back there, like play that shit real low, and then like my mom come back there. What the fuck is you back here doing? Like what is you back here sneaking listening to? So like that's really how I got into music. Like until I was old enough to like, okay, mom, for my birthday I want this album, I want that album type shit. So it was like gospel, Eminem, and Wu-Tang.
That's a
no lie.
Gospel, Eminem, and Wu-Tang might be the craziest mix on earth.
For sure. It for sure was. So like to this day, like if a gospel song come on, most likely I'm gonna know it for real. And I know the most like random East Coast Ghostface killer song.
But you know what though? Like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like there's a core group of just West Coast people that just listen to nothing but East Coast stuff. Because I was the same way. Like I listened to my first album was like I listened to was Nas, the Illmatic album. Ever since then I was just like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You dig, but that's fine. So then from there on out, you started kind of how did your your love for music kind of start with, kind of having your base. And then what part of it did you just kind of want to start making it yourself and kind of going after it like that?
So growing up, I was a big like Lil Wayne and Kanye fan. Like obviously, like I feel like that's like your baseline. So like,
exactly.
but I was taking it a step further, like writing Wayne's lyrics down type shit, like listening to the song over and over, writing it on a piece of paper. And like putting it up on my wall and shit. So like songs like hustle music, I damn near know about heart.
Backwards.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And then I like found like Kanye's music. So College Dropout was like the first album like I ever bought with my own money. Like you feel me?
Which is special.
Yeah, for sure. So it's
Carter
like
3 was mine. I definitely feel you. Come on.
So it was like, all right, I really fuck with this music. And then like my cousins, like I had like different sets of cousins. So like I have my gang banging ass cousins that I fucked with, and then I have my cousins who did like other shit that I like sports and music and shit. So my older cousin Ray Key was like, one day it was like, me, you, and my brother should start a rap group, and we had that thought because we used to listen to the Pack a lot.
Oh fuck!
And my older cousin, he like 4 years older than me, and he was like, bro, if they could do it, we could do this shit. So I was probably like middle school, I want to say, maybe elementary. So I started writing raps back then, letting my cousins read them. And they like, I keep working on them. Like, like you a kid, I'm a kid.
You getting
I
rap
keep
no
working
kid
on
stuff. You know what I mean?
So that's really what inspired, like, believe it or not, the Pack is why I ever wrote a rap in my life.
But I don't think too many people know who the Pack even is. Like that's such
Lil B, Stunning Man.
Yeah, literally. Like, you know what I mean?
Feel me?
Exactly. No,
Like,
the Pack was fire. Especially in that realm. You know what I'm saying? Because that was such an unorthodox group in the first place.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
But then it was like I was a kid. I didn't really like. Oh, okay, I say I write raps, but I ain't really take it serious. Like, got to high school, did a little poetry because I was super good. I was like, I got good grades, like not even trying. So like, got to we'll fuck around with freestyle with my homies and shit, like a little bullshit. But it wasn't until I graduated high school that I actually started like making music. My first like written rap was to A$AP Rocky's Purple Swag. So
it's a hard beat to even rap to.
But listen, so it was me, my homie, and his girl, and we at Denny's randomly, and I was telling them like they both super honest. So I'm telling them like, man, like I'm not really fucking with college. Like I think I want to start rapping, and they both was like, I don't think you should do that. Like straight the fuck up. They was both like, I don't think you should do that. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna drop out, but like I do want to start like rapping and shit.
Yeah.
So they like rap right now, and I already had the rap memorized, so I rapped it for them, and they was like, oh shit, like that
you might could do it.
You might could do something. So like
the doubt is always so crazy that first time
off
around.
The rip, they was like, get your degree, like do not try to start.
We need doctors. We don't need rappers. You know?
And it's crazy because it's like I went to high school with like Draco the Ruler, rest in peace. Like,
rest in peace.
So like we would see like when he was first started making music and shit, they was like, just let niggas like that make music. You like
you let niggas like that make music.
Like
exactly.
Let him make the music. You just go to school, get you a good job, and then like from there I bought equipment and been doing it ever since, man.
You record yourself and everything?
I still half and half. When I started, I was recording myself out my closet, a little bullshit mic. And now I either record at home. The majority of 1-800 Heartbreak was me recording myself at the house, sending it to the homie, and he do a mix on it. But nowadays I do like half at home, half in the studio type shit.
I mean, that's still fire though. No, that's a good story, man. A lot, man. That's at least it was something behind it. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, it's comparable to the kind of like I always try to say, like, shit, we young. Let's chase the dream while we can.
Yeah, for
you know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to be a 35-year-old rapper. Like you know what I'm saying? It's just starting.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like, but that's hard, man. So as far as like things started growing, progressing, and things of that nature. And then, because I really want to talk about that Heartbreak album, because that was a very, very well placed, done album. Because, like I said, Pete, I was saying, shout out to Pete, man. This interview is sponsored by Pete, because Pete on the world, man. Shout out to my man, bro. I appreciate you. Like I said, he was telling me like, oh yeah, like it's fire, whatever. And I mean, I believe him. You know what I'm saying? Pete's a tastemaker, so I gotta take his.
P is what he call himself like P Diddy.
He's P. Did anything with a piece for he's Pharrell.
P will call me damn near every morning, if not every other morning, on some inspirational shit. Like, well, man, like, look, when you gonna get rich, man? I was like, all I want is for you to get rich. Like, what we doing? Like,
Could fucking hear it.
P is my fucking guy. Like, if anybody believe in me,
nah, for real. Everybody needs a P in their life. I'm not gonna lie,
definitely,
because Jesus Christ. But like I said, the way he was just. You know what I mean? Going about it, I said, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. And like I said, the album itself, like I said, from the jump of reading, judging a book by its cover, I'm like, okay, the 1-8 Heartbreak things, okay, interesting. You know what I'm saying? And hearing it, and then hearing the side that you took with it, it's very unorthodox. It was very honest, and I think that's another thing too. Is just like you want to be you want your music to be honest, and want it to be a straight reflection of like. Of you, and that's really what it is. So like, kind of give me like the, kind of the steps of how you kind of ended up making that, because it's very interesting.
So I say 1-800 Heartbreak. So I dropped it last year. I say I started making it 2020, like during the pandemic, when the pandemic was at its height. Rather, like I say for like I've been rapping a while now, but I say I was rapping just to rap, like raps about raps type shit. And then, like, as time go past, like, I done dealt with a lot of women in my life. I'll just be honest. Like,
hey, man, same, man. It is what it is.
So, like, I was, like, putting, like, fuck it, I'm going to just start, like, rapping about
what you've been through.
Yeah, rapping about what I've been through. And, like, I ain't going to act like I'm just this player. But, so, it's been ups and downs. I've been a player. I've been the one play. You feel me? So, it started with the song Heartbreak Anonymous, for sure. I was hanging out with a chick, and like the Bluetooth cord was like super janky. So like every time I move my phone, it'll play the first song on my Apple Music, which was the Heartbreak Anonymous beat.
Yeah.
And the chick was like, "What is that? Like I know where that's from, but like why it's not no words on it?" I'm like, "Oh, that's a beat the homie sent me." And she was like, "That's fire. You should rap to that." So like got home like the next day or whatever. Wrote that song, sent it to the homies. The niggas hit me back like, "Yo, this shit hard." Like I'm like, I appreciate y'all. So
I appreciate y'all.
For real, like, I appreciate y'all. They like, all right, well, cause my homies is cooking Django. They produce most like 99% of my shit. Me and Cook is like the creative behind my whole appearance, and then Django, like I trust him. I don't trust nobody else with my voice but him. So. It was like, well, let's lean into this like sample driven shit more. Like, let's do that. So I think Deep Sigh was the next song I wrote to, and then like Cook sent me like 4 beats at random one day, and that was like Hoes, Closure, Hurt People.
Hurt People was fucking insane.
And like another beat of something that didn't make it, but like I was just on like a tangent, like on some super bitter shit, cause for some reason, for real, for some reason at that time I was like falling out with a bunch of girls, like I was in like a bunch of like quick flings, so like I had a gang of shit to get off my chest. Great writing material. Shit. I had a gang of shit to get off my chest, so I say like it's like about to be summer 2021. And my homies was like, "You gotta get like a gang of good songs. This is as focused as we've ever seen you. You got a gang of good songs. Let's like take 10 of them, 11 of them, and put it out. Let's put a project out." Cause I'm like notoriously known for like
holding shit.
Not even just holding shit, scrapping whole projects. Like we'll have a focused vision. We'll have all the songs ready, and I listen to it back one day and be like, this ain't it.
Nah, that's not the time.
This ain't it. And we'll just
let's start over.
We'll just chunk it. So the homies was like, look, we're gonna take it out your hands with this one. If you could drop a project right now, what would you call it? So at this time, we had just dropped like Valentine's Day edition shirts that said 1-800-Heartbreak on them. And I was like, well, people really like them shirts. Let's name the project 1-800-Heartbreak. And it was like, cool. What songs that you made out of like the 20 I had? Like, what's 10, 11 of them that you really like named them? It was like, cool, let's put a project out. I'm like, all right, let's do like a waterfall release, which is like, let's drop like a song every 6 weeks type shit. So we put out like 4 or 5 songs out before the project came out. And then it became like winterish 2021, and the homies was like, all right, when you want to put the actual project out? Like, we could put them songs you already got out with some new songs. We ain't want to put the project on. Let's put it out on Valentine's Day. And that's really how this.
That's just. I mean, it's sold up. I mean, but see, certain projects like that don't need a lot of. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's just very like uncommon. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. The route that you took with it is super different, you know, and especially in it being all real life situations. Because I don't know how much Currency you've ever listened to.
Yeah, I'm a big Currency fan.
Man, Currency, man, can't listen to all that stuff because I'm losing track. But like, I have a good majority of it. But he was always. It reminded me of like old Currency, like I think it was like the New Orleans Files or something like that. It had like a song called Sleepless in New Orleans. I can't remember the album, but that. It kind of felt like that whole song. Oh shit! And I was like, that is very honest. It's very like in and out. It's very, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's just nice to see like a real standpoint with stuff, even if it isn't like, 'cause you can talk like. For instance, you talk about the Drake and how if he gives you a real life incident to his life about females or whatever, it's groundbreaking. But it's like no one talks about that with it's people that are up and coming and things of that nature. And it's like they're putting in the same amount of effort, if not more, and it's almost just as good, if not better. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, honestly, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, especially like I said, you have people that are. Up there vouching for you like that because it's really the truth. And then even the visuals, you know what I'm saying? Those are fucking good ass visuals. Like, those are good ass visuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of talk about how you get into that bag as far as like who you collaborating with. Are you shooting it? Like, how's it going? Because I know you do a little acting too, so I know it works. It helps out. You know what I'm saying? But like, as far as, just the team and how you guys go about it, like, how does that work?
So it's usually me and Cook. And then we got another homie named Josh who, like, when we do, like, real, like, video shit, like, my homie Josh Crystallis is shooting them. But for the most part, like, it's me, my homie Cook, we set up a camera, we go to a location, he say, do your thing. But, like, usually we just bounce ideas, like, every day. Like, I send him, like, reference pics. What you think of this? Like, what you think if we did something like this? And we bouncing ideas off each other, and we are, like, brutally honest with each other. Like, nah, this ain't it. Nah, this is trash. Like, don't ever bring nothing up like this again. Like,
gonna fight you,
type shit. And to where it's just like we have like we share a similar vision type shit. Like we at the point now where he know where I know what he would think it was tight. So it's literally us just like settling on the idea. All right, where would this look tight? Oh, it's a good like overcast today. We should try to shoot something today. Like even if we didn't have like a idea, like let's get something done today. So that's usually how it is. It's like bouncing ideas off the homies.
Yeah, which is sometimes the best way to do it. It's the most organic way of going about it. You know what I mean? And then it seems like you guys are very fucking persistent.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It seems like you guys are self-motivated like a motherfucker.
Bruh, because at this point, we didn't put thousands of dollars into this shit. We didn't put hours and hours of time in this shit. We're at the point where if it gotta work, it's not there's no plan B.
Nah,
it ain't no plan B. Plan B is to make plan A work for real.
I was talking to another person I was interviewing another day ago. they were saying the same thing where she was like, I don't have a plan B.
No, for sure.
Like, all the, or she said she did, but it was like, it's the same idea of like, there's no backing out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's especially after you spend money on it.
Definitely.
It's like, nah, hold on.
It's like I could have put this money anywhere. I could have put this time anywhere else. Where it was at the point where like, nah, it's no turning back.
No, exactly. I mean, people don't, people don't understand that. Be like, oh, maybe you want to do something else. You don't understand.
Right.
It's like you going to school for like almost 4 years. Like you're at the last semester of like your university, and you just say fuck it.
Like, actually, like you had to
Exactly.
actually, never mind. Like what? No.
Like no, what are you doing? Come on now. Like this is not
Finish.
this is not the time. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you're there. But I mean, even like kind of trickling down from there, the way that you're kind of weaving in the whole like modeling thing and stuff like that, like what kind of makes you want to do that? Because you did talk about image before. So how are you balancing, just for people, I mean, and this is for everybody, because I'm curious about it, and I'm pretty sure there's somebody that's also curious about it as well, that's trying to do all three. Like, how are you assimilating all three for them all to work?
So really what I've been struggling with the most is trying to find a way to get the music to catch up with the modeling, because I'm way better known for modeling. Like I done did all kind of like big campaigns and shit. Like
talk about it. Talk about it.
You know, I've done big campaigns. I've been in big commercials and shit. So it's really always trying to like just to get people to listen to the music, because every time I tell people, like, be brutally honest. Whenever somebody want to hear my music, like, be brutally honest. Like, treat it like you a anonymous person on the internet, what you would say to a motherfucker, because there's no repercussions, like,
at all.
And every time I've ever played my music for people, like, even in the earlier days, nobody could ever say it was trash.
Yeah.
It'd be little stuff like the mix could be better,
shit that you don't have control of, because it's not your job, but I get you.
Like the mix could be better, this like little technical stuff, but like, no, your lyrics is good. It's something about the beat that's cool. Like, like people can always see potential in it, but like the modeling, it's like, all right, I'm handsome. Okay, people want to book me. Like, bro, I'm handsome. People want to book me to do shit. Like,
exactly.
It's always been like the struggle of trying to get people to actually listen. I'm like, look, if you listen to it, I promise you most likely gonna like it. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
I got a little bit of something for everybody. So it's just like it's been trying to get the music to catch up with the modeling and shit.
No, I feel like that's a natural struggle with people that do kind of multiple things. Because I mean, even with me, it's like, like I shoot videos, but it's like I also do this. So it's like trying to get.
It's hard to get people to see you as what you want them to see you as. You know
what I'm saying? And I get mad shit too, because it's like, yo, like, oh, you should have, like, people are saying, yo, you should have made a page for your photography. Why? So I can have 400 followers on that one page? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like, you dig me? So it's like, it's just better, I feel like, to show yourself as, hi, I'm this. It's like a business card. Like, you ever seen somebody give you a business card and they got 6 different things on it, and then they just got their number at the bottom? It's kind of like that. You know what I mean? But I think, like, I want to talk to also, like, how did you get into the whole modeling thing, and then what kind of came first? Because, like, go ahead.
So I got into modeling through music. So like my early days of making music, my early days of linking up with my homies cooking Django, I wasn't signed to a indie label. I was like, I got PR through an indie label. So 'cause that was like their bread and butter. Like, okay, they sign people to single deals and they do PR. So like, pretty much it was like a situation of, hey, we like your music. If you like put your music out through us, we can get you PR, try to get you like blogs and shit. I'm like, all right, fire, like, let's run it.
Yeah.
So the owner of the label, his wife, nice, like, Italian woman. Like, every time I would see her name is Nat. Every time I would see her, like, Wilson, you are so handsome. Like, like, I think you get into modeling. Like, she had a background in modeling. The owner of the label, Paul, he had a background in like styling or some shit like that. And they would always tell him, like, you're like super photogenic. Like, if you want to, we could connect you with some people in the modeling world. And I'm just thinking they being nice white people. Like, not for real.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
Like,
just sweet talk you.
I didn't grow up like thinking I was like a particular handsome dude. Like, I wasn't like, never even thought about modeling and shit.
Yeah.
So one day, me and Cook Cook like taking pictures and shit like that. So like
Cook and Django sound like very advantageous people.
they're brothers. They're
Yeah. Oh, okay. Even better. That sounds about right.
like, look, man, we pick anything we need to get done. We figured it out ourselves on
Yeah,
God.
exactly.
So me and Cook would just always go out, take pictures, go to random locations, take pictures and shit, post them on Instagram. So one day, Nat, her best friend, Michelle, got a job at Ford Models, LA. And she was like, yo, Wilson, I sent your Instagram to my best friend and she wants to meet you. So I'm like, all right, for sure. Like, she's like, all right, how's tomorrow? I'm like,
Oh, shit.
I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. So I go down to Ford, LA, meet Michelle, meet a dude named Jesse, who was the manager of Ford LA at the time. You know, just like regular conversation, like just chopping it up. They was cool people. They like, all right, like we'll get back to you. Like, you know, we like you, we'll get back to you. I'm driving home. Michelle calls me like, hey, Wilson, so we talked about it. We want to sign you to a modeling contract. I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
So I started at Ford LA. All my agents, like, Ford was going through, like, a weird time period.
It was a weird time period for them. Yeah.
So, like, every agent left. My manager, Jesse, left. Most of them went to LA Models. And I've been with LA Models ever since. Signed the New York Models. I've done the whole
gambit,
the whole rigmarole, and I've been doing this shit ever since. So it was music that opened the door to the modeling.
It's just trying to make the loop around now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so you're trying to obviously make it kind of loop back around, but like, what would you want to do with it at that point? You know what I'm saying? Because what would be your next step that you see fit for what you're doing?
Really, if I could take it to like even get the music to make the modeling do the next step. So how the modeling game is right now is it's like you could be caught in a weird limbo. So you need to get your profile up, like as a person, like your status. So if you like, you could be just like a 9-to-5 type model. Like, okay, I do e-com, I do like smaller shoots, and I could pay my bills with it. Or you can just be fucking out of here with it. Like, no, for real, getting paid like $30,000 for a shoot type shit. But it's all on your profile. Like, I've seen girls. And the modeling game for men and women is a little different, but I've seen, like, I've have homegirls who model who, like, I've seen them, like, climb the steps of getting their, like, social profile up to, like, now doing bigger campaigns and, like, getting paid hella bread.
Yeah.
Like, so if I can now make the music, make the modeling boom more, so now people are like, okay, you are a model, but you also do something else cool. So now we want to book you for the $100,000. I want to do you know, you can do the little Weve campaigns. You can do like that type of shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's just like, if I can make all this shit intersect and you know, collectively go up,
move together.
Yes.
And then, but I mean, also too. So you did raise an interesting point. What differs between like the male and model side, or the male and women's side of model? Like, where does it differ as far as like progression and everything else around it?
The women's modeling is where it's at. Like
I would guess. I mean, yeah.
Like, I feel like modeling is one of the few professions where women for sure make more than men. Like, even if not like per job, it's like the number of jobs. Like, so me. Like 1 or 2 gigs a week for me, I'm busy. I'm booked and busy. I'm booming. Girls could work every day, like Monday through Friday, or I swear to God. So it's just like that. The sheer volume of it work because it's more work. Because the women's fashion industry is fucking huge. You go in the mall. Most of them is like women brands, or you go into like a unisex store where they sell men and women's clothes.
Mostly
you see,
women.
Men have the little corner in the side, in the little corner in the corner, and the rest of the store is women's clothes. So like, it's women's clothes is like 95% of the fashion industry. Men's wear is getting bigger, but women's wear is where the money is at.
Exactly. No, I mean that's. I mean, that kind of sucks, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that sucks. I mean, obviously y'all deserve it. Like, I mean, obviously the whole, women. women's sex sales and all that other shit, so they're all in the same, it's all in the same loop. But it's like, goddamn, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I kind of always thought it was even, or like, you know what I mean, or like a little bit. I mean, the guys a little bit less than the girls. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you ever consider just not doing it and just pursuing music all the way, or is it just because the money's too good still right now you wouldn't want to leave it?
The modeling is how I pay my bills right now, so like that's why I'm not gonna lie, I kind of am like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of it, cause it's just like I have a goal with music, but like fuck it, if I could pick up a couple $1,000 for doing like a couple jobs, why not? Hey, it's like 1 day of work for like maybe 10 hours, so it's like why not get that money? You feel me?
I hate to ask this question, but I'm curious. Like, what's the most fruitful thing you've done in modeling that you thought was that's been like the, because I've never had the male model thing. I never know a person on here anyway. So I'm curious now. So like, what job was like, oh shit, like okay, I could actually, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm on like the lower end. It's like dudes like Alton Mason who getting crazy checks, like $100,000 checks. You feel me?
Sense.
But for me on the lower end, I did a Ciroc campaign last year that I got a pretty nice check for, and then a lot of times it just be like repeat bookers. So like let's say Levi's booked me and they're a good repeat booker. They'll book you one shoot, $3,000, and they gonna fly to San Francisco. 2 weeks later, can you come back? We got some more stuff, another $3,000. So like, say they book you like twice a month, every month, then you like, oh shit, I didn't kind of like racked up off of just them.
I'm up. It's lit. I'm out of here. You're not
real.
worried. And I mean, then obviously you're just putting that money back into everything that you're doing and getting right. No, man. I mean, that's some persistent shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I didn't know all that. But, you know what I'm saying? That's very. Like I said, I've seen you got everything in your bio because you're doing like movies and shit too, right?
I never been booked for a movie before, but I do like commercial work and like, trying to get in like short films and stuff like that. I audition for that kind of stuff all the time, but like commercials mainly is what I've been in.
And it's just the same thing as the modeling thing, I'm guessing.
Commercials are weird. I thought they paid way better than they do.
I thought they did.
So like, you'll do a commercial. They book you for the days you shoot. So it's like a base price you get paid for like
X amount of days.
X amount of days. So you get that paid, and then when the commercials start airing, you'll usually get like a big lump sum. Like let's just say like you get like $10,000 for that like first round of it playing, and then maybe like a month or two later you'll get like $7,000, and then like every time you get a check, it like
goes down. It's like your royalties from it.
I thought I was gonna be a commercial and be set. Like, cool, I could put a down payment on the house type shit. And it ain't like that at all.
It ain't go like that.
It ain't like that at all.
I mean, there got to be some though, right? Like I feel like if you hit like a Super Bowl commercial, it got to be like
no. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I did a Super Bowl commercial last year for Taco Bell with Doja Cat. It aired only on the Super Bowl, bro.
That's fucked.
I think I got $3,000 total for that. Which is like,
well, I mean,
cool,
it's still good money, but
I thought I was gonna at least see $150K, like at least, like it's got Doja Cat in it, like you see the commercial.
She might have got that though.
Oh, for sure.
She probably
they did a whole campaign with her type shit. They had her putting out Instagram posts, Twitter posts,
Oh
TikToks,
yeah,
like,
no.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so even with the commercial, she probably at least got 50. At
more
least,
than that.
you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like at least, like if she did everything else, that's the whole. You know what I mean?
I thought I was finna rack up off that shit, cause like in the commercial, you don't see her and don't see me. Like it's like we're in a car type shit, and like I'm sitting directly in back of her in the car, so like you can't see her and don't see me. Like, I'm like, oh,
I'm in there.
I'm about to be breaded up.
It's over.
It was not like that at all. It was a one-time thing. They played that shit one time and never played the commercial again.
That's fucked up.
That shit is crazy to me. Blew my to this day. I can't believe that.
I did not know that. I thought for sure. And then like you gotta like your agent was like, yeah, just do it.
I don't think my agent knew that it was gonna be like that neither.
That's you guys don't sell like they don't make you guys sign like NDAs and shit like that. I mean, I don't know if you signing NDAs for a fucking commercial, but
it depends on like the type of brand it is. Like if you do something for Apple, they don't even want you to say the word Apple ever. Like they don't want you like to ever speak about
till
that
it's fucking done.
No, not even if it's done. Not even after. They don't.
Word.
They don't want you to tweet, Instagram, nothing about it. They low-key tell you not to tell people about it, but it's just like, okay, how can I? If somebody see me in an Apple ad, of course they gonna like, hey, I saw you in an Apple ad.
No, you fucking didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Shh.
Type shit.
Shut the fuck up. They're watching me.
But it's like, how could you even pursue that?
Yeah, no, that's crazy. You was an Apple ad?
A couple years ago.
That's still fire though. You know what I mean? Hey man, look man. But look man, I'm very happy that you can come on though and talk to me, man. I'm really happy about that, man. You're gonna be on here again.
Yeah.
I definitely want to, especially after the next little tape drops, because I want to know too, like what's next, because we don't get to hear what's next. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Give us an exclusive. We want dates, times, logos, and cover arts.
Okay, so my next project is called Method Acting. That's about 80% done.
Explosions.
It's about 80% down. P has been like begging me not to drop it, not on the sense that it's whack. Like the music is good.
I'm already knowing.
He's just been like, you need to let how P is. You need to let your last one breathe a little more. Like, come on, Will. Like, let the last one breathe. But like, I got like this last project has gotten like labels calling, like it's been it has reached heights that I did not expect it to reach. So I could see where he's coming from, but I also want to keep the ball rolling.
You need to keep it going. But I mean, maybe like you're gonna drop singles before you drop that project.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
so
it can still work.
So Method Acting is this year for sure. I keep setting dates. Like it went from the top of the year to April to summer to like now it's up in the air. But like it's in the mixing process right now. Like we getting that mixed and mastered, starting to work on like the visual aspect of it, like the videos and the cover art and what I wanted to portray, the story I'm trying to tell. So like, but nah, right now in my unreleased folder, I got like 100 unreleased songs. No bullshit. But that's like from like the past 2 years, just stacking up. So like we just
holding
it filtering through like what we want to do. And this is gonna be my most ambitious project yet, for sure. For sure.
What's you can't tell us what it's about just yet? You can't give us a sneak peek?
It's a continuation of 1-800-Heartbreak.
Cool.
It's diving deeper into that world. And when it come out, I give more of a backstory of why it's called Method Acting.
We're gonna have you back on here, baby. Talk about it, man. You're not gonna sign though? Side note.
I've been in conversations. That's one of the reasons we've been pushing it back.
Trying to get a budget for it.
Trying to get a budget, trying to see what label we want to rock with. Do we want to go the major label route? Because I want to do a joint venture with somebody. So like I can bring my homies on and we can like start signing artists and shit. So do I want to go that route? Do I want to try to do like the orchard stem route type shit? So like everything's on the table right now.
Yeah, man, no, it's good though. You know what I'm saying? You on the way, man. That's what I'm trying to say, man. You definitely deserve it though. You definitely doing your shit, man.
Thank you, man.
You know what I mean? For what it's worth, bro, I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you, man.
P did not lie. P did not lie to me.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? So this is that though, bro. I mean, saying. This has been Life and Times, guy. Life and Times, guy. It's been Life and Times with my good friend, Wilson. Ain't have any last words before we get the fuck out of here.
Look, man, follow me on Instagram at Wilson.
Ain't gotta worry about that. I got you. Don't worry. All his shit is gonna be in the description. They know that.
Play 1-800-Heartbreak, man. We still promoting that. We still running that up. Mr. Perfect on all DSPs. I left my heart with the last bitch. I find it harder to last with. The mindset, I'm far from average. Bitch, I'm a star like Patrick. I'm tripping bars that acid. Or was it a pill, a cognac? I done forgot, I ain't on that. I cut my loss, I ain't going back.